you're trying to get a tattoo apprenticeship, but you're stuck, you're not having no success, and you're trying to work out what might be stopping you, well, it might be one of these 5 things. These are the 5 things that I feel could heavily be affecting your chance of landing a tattoo apprenticeship. No portfolio. This might sound a bit silly sometimes, but you'd be surprised how many people come into the studio with no portfolio ready. Come in and you make an impression, which is a rare opportunity sometimes. And if I turn around and say to you, oh, can I see some of your stuff? If you don't have a portfolio ready, it's an instant red flag. Have it with you. Even if you're not going to get asked for it, just make sure that it's readily there. Because if you don't, I'm just going to take it as you're not dedicated, you're not going to get a chance. Not having that portfolio is the biggest red flag you can have. Number 2, hobby. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is insulting our entire profession from the get-go. If you come in, don't refer to tattooing as a hobby. Don't tell me you want to take up tattooing as a hobby, that you're an artist, that you feel we go that way. It's a dead serious career. It's our livelihood. It's what we've been doing for a whole long time. If you mention this word, you know, like I'll put it down to many people who are pretty amazing artists because they mentioned this word or something along this lines. And it's pretty about as big an insult as you can get. To turn around and say to someone that your profession is just a hobby, don't do it. Number 3. Chances at getting an apprenticeship are really hard, and when you get to this stage where I'm talking to you about it, it's even harder to convince me to pick you out of everyone else. If I say to you, oh, when will you be available? And you sort of say, oh, I could maybe do Mondays or Tuesdays, and you're already giving me limitations, it's going to put me off massively. Even if you can't do those, for God's sake, just don't say that. Act impressed. You know, like, let me know that you're going to be available, that you're going to put the effort in. If I feel that you're not going to make the effort to show up, then there's no way I'm going to hire you over people who are not going to work 5-6 days a week very easily. The competition is harder than ever, and you have to be able to compete at the level that they're coming in at. So make sure you're willing to commit to it. Number 4. Confidence. Now, this is one of the hardest ones. If you come in and you're stumbling, muttering, feeling very nervous, which I completely understand, I'm not putting you down for it. It's very hard to feel that you're going to be confident and professional in the shop. I need to know that you're going to be able to handle it. We're around people all day. It's something you really need to work on. Don't be overconfident and don't be arrogant. Extremely. Don't do that. But confidence is such a key. We need to see that you have a bit of confidence. Practice this at home. Run it through, act it out. Get someone else to ask you questions that you feel you might be asked. Practice run the things that you're going to say. These things will help you massively because it's all about making that first impression, and you only get to make that first impression once. You have to remember that, and that's one of the hardest parts. When the competition is so high and there's so many people wanting these positions, you have to be able to stand out from the rest. And I understand not everyone is a confident person, but confidence is something you can practice and you can build at. It doesn't mean you don't feel it in here. Everyone's going to feel unconfident. Everyone's going to feel this way, but you can easily project it out here with practice. So it's one of the things, I know it's probably the hardest one, but you need to work on that. And the last one, which is probably one of the biggest ones in my opinion, no research. Come into the shop, want to be a tattooist, and you know absolutely nothing about tattooing. I'm not expecting you to know everything about it. I'm not expecting you to know stuff about needles and all this sort of stuff, but you need to be able to know something. You have to know some stuff. Because the more stuff you generally know from a good angle means the easier you're going to be to teach and the quicker we're going to progress. If you come in and I just feel like you haven't done any research whatsoever, you're not going to stand a chance. And nowadays, there's plenty of stuff online which can kind of help a little bit with this. Or you also have my book, The Tattoo Apprentice, The Complete Guide. This book is designed to help you. It has everything that I wish I had when I very first started out. It's helped to design you build a portfolio, to get in the shop, do's and don'ts once you're in the shop, progress through the apprenticeship. It's the ultimate tool to not replace your apprenticeship, but help you land one and survive it. So if you are interested and you are thinking about it, it's available on my website as hardback and as ebook. But these are the 5 things, and not the only 5 things, there are other ones, but these are the 5 ones which I feel are going to make your first impression a much better chance of success.